Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to our Monday evening live stream. Wow. We're going live across YouTube right now. So, hello, good evening. Thank you all for tuning in on this Monday evening. It's the 27th of February, just one more day of February. And one more day of meteorological winter to go. Goodness gracious me. Hold on. I would have thought that, we're at the end of meteorological winter. It's been a funny old winter, hasn't it? Sorry, I'm just adjusting my setup. Yeah, been a funny old winter, hasn't it? And here we are. We've got one day left, and then we're on into meteorological spring. What did you think? Well, what do you think of a winter, everyone? It's been a funny winter, hasn't it? You know, very contrasting. A lot of different weather going on that through the winter. You know, at times really cold, really frosty, not much snow. At times very mild. We had a really wet spell around Christmas into the early part of the new year, but it went a lot drier for the second half of winter. It's been a very strange winter, a little bit of everything. So let me know what you think about that. But also, what do you think about the spring forecast, everyone? You know, it's difficult forecast again to get together. I think on the basis of the evidence that we presented within the spring forecast. Hold on. Sorry, I think within the evidence of the within the evidence that we presented within the spring forecast, I think we did the best that we could. So we're just going to wait and see now exactly how it works out and whether we get this cold first half offset by a milder second half type scenario. But you know, however it works out, we've done our best, and that's really nice. So we're going to be on into summer updates, of course. This coming week, this coming Sunday, we will begin the countdown to summer 2023. Goodness gracious me, who would have thought that? Right, okay, and after last summer, we got 40 degrees, of course, and how hot it was. There's going to be a lot of interest, I think, with this summer. You know, where's it going to go? What's going to happen? Will we get 40 degrees again? I think people are going to be very, very interested into, you know, what the summer has in store for us. So I'm anticipating quite a big season of summer updates this year. But we shall see, and time will tell. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Everybody say thank you. We're at 42 concurrent viewers with 13 likes on the stream. So you could give us a like on the live stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that. Everybody say thank you so much to our moderators for moderating on the live stream. That will be amazing as well. Thank you so much to our lovely moderators. As always, James here at iCheck, Paul James. SP might be along a little bit later on, so thank you so much to our amazing moderators. Thank you so much to our amazing moderators. Right, I'm going to start going through the live chat, and I'll be taking questions along the way. So if you've got any questions that you want to answer, then just fire away, and you know, I'll be giving you shout outs as well as we go. And then in around sort of 25 minutes, half an hour's time, we're going to have our screen share section, which means we'll do ensembles, have a look at all the 12Z data. As it's a Monday live stream, we will probably include some long range in that as well. How does that sound? So it's going to be an interesting live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We're at 57 concurrent viewers with 15 likes on the stream. Please give us a like. Thank you so very much, everybody. Right, okay, let's start going through live chat then. Let's do it, shall we? Right, who's the first person in with us? Let's have a look. Right, Finley boy. Hello to Finley. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Asking me how it's going. I'm all right, thanks, Finley. Yeah, had a nice Monday. Thank you so much, my friend. James 098. Good to you, James. Thank you so much to our moderator, James 098. Mark Kanish, even Gavin. Do you think the models might have been backing off from it all over the past week? Hold on, everybody. Hold on. What's going on? Oh, wow. Okay, stick your fingers in your ears, everybody. Super chat. Woo. Thank you so much to Darren. Thank you so much to Darren Lewis for the super chat. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Darren. Darren saying, "Hey, yeah, please let me 12Z ECM run come off." Definitely the run of the day. I think we're going to have a look at the 12Z, including the ECM. When we start screen capturing around 6:30. Thank you so much, my friend. Is it good tonight? I think it might be. I think the ECM might be exciting tonight. Thank you so much, Darren. That's incredible. Thank you so much, my friend. We will be having a look at all the 12Z data, including the ECM. When we start screen capturing in around 25-30 minutes time. So just hang around, my friend. And we shall reveal all. Joe, ECM, wow, it is. It is, isn't it? Right, okay, thank you so much, Darren. We're at 60 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much, super chat. We're at 60 concurrent viewers with 22 likes on stream. Please give us a like on the live chat. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that. Right, I'll go back up to where I was then. So, Mark, let's see what Mark's saying. Even Gavin, do you think the models might have been backing off from the cold? I think that is over the past week because it didn't reverse reserve with 30 the other week, but next one could be the one that does it. It's possible. I think models just playing around with potential impacts from the SSW. So, you know, I don't think they handle it all that way. It's a very unusual and very, very intense event that's taking place within the atmosphere at the moment to reverse the zone of wind and whatnot in the stratosphere. So they're playing around with options and possibilities and scenarios. They never handle that very well. So we can expect, lots of toing and throwing and whatnot, I think. Okay, Mark also said, Gavin, what helps high pressure go north to Greenland and gives us northern blocking? Weakness in the jet stream, so you want the jet stream to go southwards or marondonality within the jet stream and whatnot. That helps, an SSW can definitely help the scenario as well. And, there are a couple of factors. We got Professor Sweden here with a channel member chat. Right, okay, so you've been a member for 3 months now. Thanks to some really kind people who give me membership. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, TBOS. That's no problem whatsoever. The amazing people who, give channel membership gifts to people, that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. So, thank you so much to them. And of course, all of you that have become channel members through those gifts, congratulations to all of you. Okay, right, let's carry on then. Sorry, everybody, when Gav live stream about several costs, would it? Mark and Gavin, is that what helped to give us 2013 March cold spell? Yeah, the SSW was split with PB, that definitely helped things. Mark and Gavin, in summer 2012, we had a very cool summer, very wet, cool summer. But I told in summer the rain can be very heavy due to it being warmer. So it's cooler than average, but within the atmosphere it's still relatively warm and humid. Right, okay, Steffi, good into Steffi Adcock. Thank you so much, Steph, for being here. Adrian is here as well. Even Gavin, hi everyone, hope you all did okay. Did anyone see the Northern Lights last night? I've heard, I've seen about that. It was amazing. Another good chance tonight. I didn't see it myself, but I've seen a lot of pics. James United had some amazing pictures that he managed to get, captures he managed to get last night and shared on the GavsWeatherVids Discord today. So, I've seen lots of pictures around, been some stunning footage of those Northern Lights. I don't think I'm going to see it here because it's too cloudy tonight. I've got a lot of cloud coming in off the North Sea, but congratulations to those that did get to see them last night, and good luck to those that want to see them again tonight. Going tonight, James, think crystal clear skies here, be soothing, perfect for Northern Lights. Should start seeing them in an hour or so. Good luck, my friend. I hope you do. March and Gavin, in February 2009, we had all that snow Was that caused by an SSW or not? It was not. No, there wasn't SSW in that February, but the effect of that was actually to take the cold away. Remember, the second half of February to March 2009 got very mild, and so the effects of the SSW that time appeared to be taking on blocking the cold weather away from us that we had in the earlier stage of February. Finley Boy saying, since my birthday is on a day that you're not going to be streaming this year, can I instead have a shout out on the 10 to 14 day on Tuesday the 14th of March? You could do, yeah, you could do, Finley. Or I might shout you out either the day before or the day after on a live stream. But we'll see. We'll see, my friend. Marks and Gavin, is that right? With the cold winds, is that what tends to happen? It goes more cold dry. Then with frost and snow that has fallen. That's right, my friend, yeah. Right, okay, Steffi saying heavy rain can be due to the amount of energy there is in the atmosphere. It's true, that's right. In summer there's a lot more thermal energy, so particles will move around a lot faster, hence heavy downpours and thunder. That's right, although the temperature might be cooler than average, you know, in July, if it's still up to like 22, 21 degrees, you know, there's going to be enough energy to produce downpours and that. Mark and Gavin, I've noticed it seems to be we get more locked-in cold pattern when the high goes to Greenland rather than a mid-Atlantic ridge. Is that right? Yeah, if you get like proper northern blocking set it up, it can last a week or two. James Jukebox 2, hello to you, saying in Gabby, Joshua Spring starts on Wednesday. Rejoice, I'm sure you are ready for it, James Jukebox. Right, okay, why do you watch Winter Update so if you hate winter? That's what I can't work out. But, you know, you do what you want to do, my friend. But I always think it seems a bit strange, because I don't like, when I release Winter Updates, you're the first in line, aren't you? On a Sunday morning, or one of the first watchers. I think, I always find it a bit odd, but you hate winter, but you want to watch Winter Updates. But anyway, it's up to you. Thank you so much, James Jukebox. Right, TBOS, the best of Sweden, heard to you, my friend. We're at 69 concurrent viewers. We're about 36 likes. If you could like to stream, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that. Steffi saying there's a moderate G2 geomagnetic storm underway now, so you could see northern lights if you live at a high enough latitude. Thanks, Steph. Thanks for the info. Katrine is here. Good into Katrine Baso. Thank you so very much, Katrine, for being on the live stream. Right, let's come on down. Let's come down. Lee Stevens, so to you, my friend. Good into Lee Stevens. We've also got Andy Howard here as well. Good into you. Right, let's carry on. Paul James, so to you, Paul. Thank you so much to our moderators, James United and also Paul James, moderator on the live stream tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Right, let's carry on. Let's carry on, Tarrant Law. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Jake Hammerson, hi, Gav. In the end this year, do you think we could finally land a cold and wet summer? I'm desperate to have one of those again. We are certainly due for a cool, wet summer, Jake. That's undoubted. You know, we're overdue a cool, wet summer. Whether it will be this summer, we got to wait and see about that, of course. But you know, we're going to get one of these days. I'm sure we will. Right, okay. Michael Johnson, that's you, Michael. Thank you so much to Michael Johnson for being here. Finley Boy, guys, I think if you're in the very far north of the UK tonight, then you might have a chance of seeing the aurora of the Northern Lights. It's true, Finley, and maybe not, you know, maybe a little bit further south as well. I know they was visible, like Midlands, for example, last night. I don't know if that'll be the case, like there's a lot of cloud around tonight, but good luck for anybody who wants to see them. Pokemon Elliot, hello to you, Pokemon or Elliot. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Right, okay, Anne Smith, hello to you, Anne. Evening all, no northern lights for me. Too much cloud here. It's the same here, Anne. It's the same here. Mark's going to be taking the beard off tomorrow. Okay, last day of winter. Get rid of the beard, then. All ready to be nice and smooth for spring, Mark. Right, okay, Lee Warren, hello to you, my friend. Adrian Major, interesting trial said no cats out of the bag, Gav. Okay, my friend, we'll keep those cats keep the cats in the bag for now. Thank you so much, Adrian. Darren Maroney, hello to you. Good evening to Darren Maroney. Happy end to winter Eve. That's right. End of winter Eve tomorrow. Only be tropical though. Remember, you still get really cold into March. Don't forget. But astronomical winter is the 21st of March, ending on the 21st of March. So 81 concurrent with 40 likes on the stream. So please give us a thumbs up. Thanks so very much, everybody, for doing that. Nigel Clifford, hello to you, Nigel. Saying hi, Gavin. It's still winter as far as I'm concerned. It's next week. We can still get snow cover. Yeah, it's just all about the end of mid-tropical winter, you know, from a defined period. Of course, you know, we know from 2013 that it can be really cold in March if the wind direction gets into a proper Arctic or Siberian source. So, you know, we'll just wait and see what happens, my friend. Best of Sweden is going to have ice days. Goodness gracious. Ice days here next week. Wow. Going to be cold then, TBOS. Send it our way, maybe. Marks and Gavin can't complain. We had a cold first 2 weeks of December. That's right. We had more cold this winter in the last few years. That's right, my friend. Yeah. And also got really cold in the second half of January, didn't it? Isaac, you said, according to Isaac, sure, I think the spring and summer will both be as interesting. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much, Isaac. Right, B is here. Good evening to B. Thank you so much. I've also got Bertie Rayland. Thank you, Bertie. Thank you so much for being here. James Young. Hello to you, James. Thank you so much. Mark Richards. Hoping for clear sky down south on the weekend. I think the likely cloud will break a little bit at the end of week into weekend, so I'll get some colder, frostier nights, but it will be offset by some, hopefully, sunnier days. Carlos Pavilion. Then here on Earth wants a wet and cold summer. No, thank you. Well, everybody is entitled to their own view. My mum, Mrs. P, she would have been hoping for a wet, cold summer. Some people can't cope with the heat, especially how intense it got last summer. And it was very, 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 very intense last summer, wasn't it? Okay, B wants clear skies tonight for the Northern Lights. Good luck, B. I hope you manage to see them. Paul Dyko, hello to you. Hi, Gab and chat. Good evening, Paul. I've got Kirk Ford. Hello to you, Kirk. Thank you so much for being here. We've also got Michael Hill saying, ready for warm spring weather. I'm done with winter. But the question is, you might be done with winter, Michael, but is winter done with you? Because, you know, we can all have our own view and our own preferences, but the weather will do its own thing, you know, as I always say. The weather will do its own thing. So you might be done with winter, but the winter might not be done with you, my friend. Right, okay, let's carry on then. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Sorry, buddy. Right, KP Midi. Hello, Gav. Dentist incoming soon. Friday, yeah. I'm having my root canal on Friday, so we'll see what happens, P. Eric Clapton, hello Gav, from Clacton-on-Sea. I'm with my friend Layla. Oh right, are you? Are you, Eric? I wonder if you are. We're at 91 concurrent viewers with 42 likes on the stream. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being here. In around 10-15 minutes, I'm going to start screen caption. We'll do Ensembles Watch. We'll have a look at 12 then. Might do some long range. It's going to be amazing. That's coming up for you a little bit later on. Okay, Isaac saying at GavsWeatherVids, the Met Office are catching on to trends finally. It's almost like they have a 14-day lag. Really hope for snow in Scunthorpe. Haven't seen a flake yet. Missing snow. Thank you so much, my friend. I don't follow, you know, on day to day what Met's doing, what they're saying. So, you know, I just like to interpret it in my own terms. I didn't know that. But, yeah, there might be some cold on the way. We'll wait and see. Carlos Pavilion, how volatile are the charts? They are changing every half an hour by block. We have been through a very, very volatile period, Carlos. It's true, with a lot of variability and chopping and changing within the model output. So I suspect a lot of that is down to the SSW and playing around, trying to work out what the impacts of that could be. But hopefully they'll start settling down soon. P-Mini, UK Met is the best model. Certainly up there. ECM, UK Met, Icon, I think they're the three best at the moment. Definitely not the GFS. Nigel Clifford, why does the Met Office discount temp ops above 500 metres but sea level when it's design records? I do not know, my friend. I don't know. James United memberships go out at random. A big thanks to those of the community who have gifted memberships. It's true, including you, my friends. You've done plenty, so thank you so much to all of you, including James United, who have gifted GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel membership. Jack Lowy said, good to Jack. Hello to you, my friends, and howdy, Gabbertine. Wow. Friends, chilly and damp in West Yorkshire this evening. Where's the snow log? Can't remember what it looks like. Maybe some next week. Let's keep Jack's in the bag for now, Bo. Jack, thank you so much for being here. Mark Nicholas, hello to you. No, Nichols. Hello to you, Mark. Thank you so much for being here. Righty. John McLaughlin, hello to you. Saying, hi, Gav. Are we going to have fun and games next week? Or is it all going to be a flop? Got to wait and see, my friend. But it's not necessarily, might have some fun and games next week, might do, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, Trevor Dickinson, that's you, Trevor, saying Grandmaster, looking smart. Thank you so much, my friend. I don't know if it's aimed at me or somebody else, but I'll take the compliment if it's for me. Thank you so much. Right, hey, I had another super charming I might have done. Alright, stick your fingers in your ears again, everyone! Super chat! Woo! Thank you so much to Trevor Hall. Thank you so much. And high pressure isn't working. I got soaked in a shower on the way home tonight. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, we're under high pressure, but of course, within that, if we pick up like an easterly wind and that, particularly southern and east areas, can get those showers. So, sorry to hear that you got soaked, my friend. Make sure you take your umbrella or your rain mat with you tomorrow, because the showers will be even more widespread. I think. Right, what an incredible live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. At 94 concurrent viewers with 46 likes on the stream. Thank you so very much, everybody. We will be screen catching for you very, very shortly now, in around 5 minutes' time or so. Right, P saying sun is a bit stronger now. Winter slipping away, but on the bright note, we've got to go forward at the end of next month. We're in with a spring forward in March, aren't we? Benjamin Dover is there. Good to Benjamin. Thank you so much, Benjamin, for being here. Right, I'm so sorry. Okay, we've got Sim Charlton with us as well, saying good evening from a cool and fairly calm Somnus. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Right, let's calm down. Let's have a look. Stephen Charlton, that's you. And Jonathan Stockley is here. Good to Jonathan. Thank you so much. Mark is saying 1993 was a funny year. My first half been pretty cold. Second half, yeah, I remember that very vividly. Mild in the first half, we had a cold front drop southwards around the 8th of July, and the rest of the year, until December anyway, was cold. Right, City Andy, hello to you, my friend. Hello all, interested one of us tonight. Thank you so much. We're going to look at 12 set as well as Ensemble Watch. In a few minutes, we'll be doing that very shortly now. Jeff Clark, hello to you, Jeff. Saying hi, Gav. Bit cold this evening in London. Hoping it turns milder soon and we get hot summer. It's a cold wind, isn't it? Cold wind. B. Millie asked me if I remember Bill Foggy. Bill Foggy. Yes, I do. I remember Bill. Yeah, I used to follow his forecast back in the day. Got Marks and Gavin. We will have a brutal cold winter one of these years, which I think I agree. Darth Vader has arrived! Thank you so much, Darth Vader! Darth's looking for the Northern Lights, but think going to have a bigger chance of finding Unicorn. Being outside more than 1 hour now. Oh dear, Darth. Maybe it'll be a little bit later on tonight, but good luck, my friend. I hope you manage to see them. You're certainly better placed than I am anyway, Darth, in Sweden. So, hope you managed to pick them up. Let's just have a little sip of magic tea. Right, let's have a look, 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 let's have a look. Okay, where did I get to? Where did I get to? Darth, wasn't it? There you go. Okay, right, okay, Jonathan, stop me telling Darth has arrived. He did. Michael Hill, hello, my Lord Vader. Lord Vader. Okay, Michael Johnson, here, good to you. I've been shout you out already. Bucklish, I remember Gavin in both 2007 as well, having water fountains coming out of the drains due to all of the rain. They were both very, very wet summers. Wesley Fisher, hope you're doing well, Gav. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. I'm fine. Thank you so much, Wesley. Hope you're good too. We're at 107 from current viewers with 55 likes on the stream. Please give us a thumbs up on the live stream, and thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that. Lisa, hello to you, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. P. Minnie, fingers crossed for Friday night live stream. Gav, hashtag root canal. Yeah, I'm going to have to let everybody know on Friday afternoon whether I'm going to be up for it or not. I have got like a channel member stream to do as well on Friday at 6 p.m. And then, you know, like the Friday night live stream to do after 10. So I've got a lot on. Considering I'm having a root canal in the afternoon, so I shall let everybody know. But potentially this Friday, I might have to can the Friday night live stream. You know, I hope everyone will be okay with that. If I do, but hopefully it'll be all right. Right, okay, let's come down. Been amazing live stream so far. I can start screen capturing for you very shortly. If I miss anything in a live chat, then please give me a thumbs up emoji or a waving emoji. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Lisa, okay, have my pick line fitted today. Start chemo tomorrow. All good and positive. Oh, I'm so pleased that you getting on with your treatment, Lisa. That's great news. Obviously, you know, all the best, but the chemo, I know it will go absolutely fine. You're gonna be fine, Lisa. You know, and all of the GavsWeatherVids community are rooting for you. I can tell you that, and you're gonna be absolutely fine. But it's good news that the treatment, you know, they're getting on with the treatment for you. So, you know. Well done, Lisa, and keep us informed how things are going, but I know you're going to do absolutely great, and it's going to be fine. Right, okay, we will start screen catching for you very, very shortly now. Just take a few more from live chat. Lee Warren, hello to you, Lee. Right, music dude, hi, Gav. How does the MJO affect the weather? That's a complicated one for a live stream. Maybe have a look at the UK Met. They have explainers about that. So just put in UK Met MJO into Google, and there'll be plenty of information for you. Right, okay, Sam Tidwell, how do you sound? Weather view. I see some complain about the high pressure, but they don't realise that after a lot of rain, it's something that balances now. Yeah, everybody has their own view about what they prefer. You know, everybody has their own view, and that's absolutely fine. People can like the weather they like and whatnot. Right, okay, Bob Cowling, how to you, Bob? Thank you so much for being here. Benjamin Davis wondering what the hell am I watching? Right, okay, let's have a look. Weather View thinks the Weather Channel is good for long range. I don't know. Kat Sanders, that's you, Kat. Thank you so much. Rachel Bloxer, sneaking in. We've got you, Rachel. Thank you so much for being here. Right, okay, let's have a look. Bob Cowling thinks the videos are so good. Thank you so much, my friend. P. Millie, amazing how first 11 months in 2020 2022 were above average, then bang, December was the highest since 2010. You never know, as I always say. You just never know. What's going to happen with the weather. As soon as we think we've got it sussed, as soon as we think we know what's happening, the weather will find a way to catch us out and surprise us. Trust me. Saying that the Met are saying chances of significant snow in places next week. Well. Right, okay, I'm at bottom of the live chat now, everybody. If I miss anybody in the live chat, then please give me a thumbs up emoji, a waving emoji. Let's start screen catching around 3 minutes time. So before we screen capture, we will, I'll give you a shout out if I missed anybody. Right, okay. Okay, let's have a look. Nigel Clifford, Gavin, do you remember the snow cover on the 23rd of March 2013? It lasted all day, which is rare for late March. We still had snow on the ground even in April. The ground just frozen solid. It was very extreme for so late in the year, well into like spring. I remember Easter in 2013 was absolutely freezing cold, and the ground was frozen. So it's very unusual, very rare for that to happen. But it just goes to show. James Young, just seen a video from Aidan on Metop. He's flagging the risk of disruptive snow next week. Well, there you go. Well. I don't comment on other people's forecasts, but I am not overly surprised. Let's just say that. But Carolyn, my nan got Alzheimer's. It's really getting me down, and your videos are making me happy. I'm so sorry to hear about your nan is so poorly, but I'm pleased that we are able to entertain and inform you, Bob. So, I'm so sorry about your nan's diagnosis and condition. Best crazy boy, aren't you eating Gab? Hope you had a nice weekend. I did, thank you so much. Very busy weekend, but I had a good weekend. Andy Howard asking what kindled people's first interest in the weather. Mine was a black and white movie called The Day the Earth Caught Fire from the 60s. I don't know if I've seen that. I may have done. Not sure. My interest, was more towards like what started me off was like the cold winters in the 80s. We had a run of cold winters through the early and middle 1980s. I was just the right age to be able to enjoy those winters and to watch the forecast for snow on there. So that's what started me off, really. But I suspect everybody has a different story. Anne Smith, down on the barometer, a little disc with a forecast for each wind direction. At that pressure, I was fascinated at the age of 9. You can't beat a good old barometer, can you? Right, okay. I like a nice traditional barometer, I must say, one where you can tap the glass and the needle moves. I do like those. Vicar, how's you, Vicar? 1968, good evening, Vicar, thank you so much. James Young, my personal opinion is that the lows will end up trending south into France, but I am happy to be wrong. You never know, probably will. They tend to get trending further south, don't they? But we should still get we might still get the northerly though. So if the lows get trending south, we might get a polar low or a trough or something that brings a little bit of snow. We shall see. Right, I think I shouted pretty much everybody out, but I need to shout out yes, Gabby too. My great-granddad was a data collector in Burton upon Trent, and my dad's obsessed with the weather too. Oh, wow. You both like it then. That's nice. Do you watch GavsWeatherVids together, maybe? Paul James, love my barometer. The pressure does not get to me. James Young, yes, if the low trends south, the northerlies come in, but they tend to lead to drier and sunnier weather. It's all to be revealed, my friend. Right, been an amazing live stream so far. We're at 105 concurrent viewers with 62 likes on stream. Have enjoyed the live stream so far, and please, can you give us a like? Thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that. And we're now going to start bringing you some data. So it's 25 to 9 on Monday, the 27th of February 2023. It's been an amazing live stream so far. We're now going to start bringing you Ensembles watch. So I should be disappearing for this part of the live stream. I'll be back right at the end to wrap things up. But for now, the webcam is going and the image is going as well. And there you go. You've been plunged into darkness on this Monday evening live stream, but not for much longer, because 1, 2, 3. There we go. We're screen capturing now for you on this Monday evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for making the live stream absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. P. Millie, 1980s snowy winters. I'm listening to the radio and waiting for your school to be mentioned, but it was shut because of a snow and boiler failure. Oh yeah, the old snow desk and that. You're the same age as me, I think, P. So, they were fun times, weren't they? Fun times. Lee Warren, data time. Yes, it is. Met J. How to you, Met J? Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Mark and Gavin, loved hearing you on live stream from 2019. You were saying, is anyone here? Say something. That was your first live stream. I bet I didn't know whether, because I bet there weren't that many people on, so I suspect, I didn't know whether the audio was working, probably. I wasn't very good back then, was I? Change it up, be nice if everyone got some snow before spring properly starts. We shall see. Eve, how about you, Eve? Snow next week for northern parts, perhaps. Let's have a look. Let's start bringing you some data. So we'll go through the 12 there first of all, and then we'll see what Ensembles Watch is showing. So we're going to begin with the UK Met Euro. We'll go to 72 hours, and we're going to enable the Harbour. Let's have a look at the tea. Right, here we go then. So this is how the UK Met Euro run is looking for midday on Thursday with high pressure just to our north and northwest, bringing in this chilly but not overly cold east-northeasterly with more dampness. Now, as we go into the weekend, we probably cut off that easterly wind, so we should start getting more very clear skies. That probably leads to colder nights with overnight frost, but hopefully some sunnier days through the weekend. Now, the UK Met is taking that high pressure up towards Greenland and Iceland and digging in a cold northerly northeasterly wind. So by this time next week, we've got high pressure blocking around Greenland and Iceland. Got low pressure sitting to our northeast. We're bringing a cold northeast wind that could well bring snow showers to eastern parts of the country. What's Icon doing? Let's have a look at that one. Shall we? So again, we'll go to 72 hours and let's see. So once again, high pressure will be dominating weather at the end of week and into weekend. The high pressure will pull out to our west and we will bring down colder northerly winds later on the weekend. To open up next week, we're into a cold northerly northeasterly that could deliver a few snow showers to eastern parts of the country. GFS 12 there, again showing high pressure over the top of the country on Thursday. That will bring a lot of dry weather with it into the weekend. Again, that high pressure sitting around the country. Not as much of a northerly as like the UK Met is showing, but probably will be colder. Probably colder there through the latter weekend, early part of next week, and then low pressure breaking through from off the Atlantic, turning more unsettled, eventually turning into a cold northwesterly. Turning cool and showery there into the middle of March with a chilly northwesterly wind on the GFS 12. So what's the GM doing? Again, high pressure is over and to the north. We can't bring lots of dry weather with it. That high pressure then pulling up towards Greenland and Iceland through the weekend into next week. Down comes that cold northerly, so the GM is also turning things cold through the early part of next week. That's a proper northeasterly there on the GM. Goodness gracious me. Let's have a look at the upper air temperatures. I think they're turning cold. Down comes my 10 cells iceberg to the north of the country anyway. So, GM looking pretty cold there through the end of weekend and into next week. Then the ECMWF, which we have had some hints about. Let's see what that's doing, show with high pressure over and to the north of the country on Thursday. Where is that high pressure going to go? It pulls further out towards Greenland and Iceland through the weekend, allowing colder air to dig in from the north, so turning colder over the weekend and then into next week. Oh, wow, 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 got a proper Greenland block there. Proper Greenland block in place with a really cold northerly pushing down across the country. So cold and wintry, goodness gracious, cold and wintry. From the ECM through next week, how do the upper air temperatures look? Starting off not overly cold with both upper air temperature, but turns colder through the weekend and into next week. Yeah, it looks cold, you know, got my 10 celsius iceberg into the northern part of the country, anyway, into northern Scotland. Looking generally cold and wintry through next week with the ECM 12Z. These areas of low pressure down here are interesting. If they start bumping into that cold air, then the battle lines will get drawn. And, you know, we might get some significant snow from that. This is the precipitation forecast based on that ECM 12Z, bro, from Timeout.com. So, initially cloudy, dank, and bit damp, and whatnot. Into the weekend, showers turning wintry up in the north, and then through to the open next week. Look at this, some quite significant snow coming southwards, affecting parts of England and Wales. Wow, wow, wow. That's a real snow event there. On the 8th of March, through the Midlands into parts of southern southwest England, snow showers following along behind to the north, and plenty of snow showers then as we get towards day 10. That's interesting. Very interesting ECM run tonight, isn't it? 145 concurrent viewers with 67 likes on stream. Please give us a thumbs up. And thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that. Mark Nish, Gavin, do you think that the 1980s type clusters of cold winters will come back? They could well do. Yeah, we had like a run from 2008, from 0809 to 1213. So about like a cold cluster. So I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Right, okay. Weather View. Do you know any signs that show a cold winter there in the UK? I don't know, my friend. Okay, Benjamin Dover thinks this is epic. Thank you so much, my friend. Please you're enjoying the live stream. Yeah, that's interesting ECM. Very interesting ECM, wasn't it? Paul James, absolute pressure uses vacuum of space as its standard, whereas relative is measured relative to sea level. Oh, getting a bit too technical for me, I don't know. Right, I'm going to bring you Ensembles watch now. Vicar thinks he says a bit giddy. Let's do Ensembles watch then. So we've had a look at the GFS 12Z. Let's start going through all the various GFS Ensemble members. Let's start this from around, let's start it from around 144 hours. Okay, so starting with the GFS control run. 144 hours, Sunday, northern winds begin to set in. And turning cold and wintry with the GFS control run. Low pressure running down to the east of the country, winds in from a north-northeasterly direction. Then low pressure coming in off the Atlantic, bringing less cold, not necessarily milder, but less cold, wetter and windier weather. And more low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic up to the middle part of March. Right, Ensemble member number 1. Again, starting to take that high pressure up towards Greenland through the weekend into the early part of next week. Northeasterly gets into the eastern part of the country with all the high pressure and collapses, and milder southwesterly winds start appearing. That one turns milder through the second week of March. Ensemble member number 2 showing high pressure again going up towards Greenland, and northerly wind pushing down. Taking the colder through the early part of next week. Low pressure struggling. That could be a snow event there. Ensemble member number 2, that low pressure comes in to that cold air. Never turns milder for Scotland. For northern half of the country stays cold and wintry down in the south. It does turn a little bit less cold, but a proper old battle setting up with ensemble member number 2 between cold and milder conditions. Ensemble member number 3 shows high pressure again out to our northwest, winds coming in from a cold northeasterly direction. So next week does turn colder, then low pressure comes in off the Atlantic, dragging up milder air from off the Atlantic, looking very unsettled there. Ensemble member number 3, ensemble member number 4, once more taking that high pressure northwards up towards Greenland, allowing cold air to dig in from the north, and then we go into milder, wetter, windy weather with low pressure in from off the Atlantic Ocean. So again, that one turning more unsettled through the second week of March. Ensemble member number 5, again high pressure bringing mostly dry and cold weather over the weekend into the early parts of next week. That high pressure going north, trying to allow cold air to dig in from the south, not with much conviction, and then we go into milder southwesterly wind before perhaps the northerly comes back right at the very end. 15th of March. Ensemble member number 6 looks like this: high pressure and cold air to the north of Europe, but low pressure keeps things generally mild and unsettled until late on, and then we start to turn colder by the middle of March with ensemble member number 6. It does get cold, but takes longer to get there. Ensemble member number 7. Again, this will just look generally quite mild, actually, as we go through the early part of next week. And beyond that, so high pressure to our south, keeping things generally quite mild, right way up to middle of March. Ensemble member number 8, again, with high pressure over the country as we go through the weekend into next week. High pressure collapses away, and we find low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. Not much sign of anything that cold. Ensemble member number 8. Ensemble member number 9, taking the high pressure more towards Greenland and Iceland over weekend, allowing cold northerly and northeasterly winds to set in through the early part of next week for the Atlantic has a go getting back in. We finish up looking quite cool and unsettled. Ensemble member number 10 looking like that again. We've got cold air trying to dig in from the north, milder air with low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic, looking very unsettled through the second week of March with that one. Ensemble member number 11, what's that going to do with the area of high pressure? It's going to allow some colder air to get in from the north, but then we go milder, wetter and windier, more of a southwesterly type wind with ensemble member number 11. Ensemble member number 12, looking quite dry and chilly over the weekend. Then we're into a battleground UK scenario. Low pressure trying to bring milder air in from the Atlantic, but battling against cold air to the north and to the northeast as well, until finally the low pressure breaks through and it turns milder, wetter and windier with that one. Ensemble member number 13 looks like this, with again high pressure reaching through the country about next week. Then low pressure is in from the Atlantic, turning milder, wetter and windier with that one. Back to high pressure again by mid-March. Ensemble member number 14, once more showing high pressure pushing up to the north, allowing cold northerly winds to dig in through the early part of next week. That's more like what the ECM is doing there. Eventually, we start turning milder, wetter and windier for a while anyway, but low pressure on the southerly track could keep the north into cold air. And ensemble member number 15, we're halfway through now, allowing cold air to dig in from the north through the early part of next week before milder air comes in from off the Atlantic as we head up towards the middle part of the month. We're halfway through, everyone. 131 contributors with 72 likes on the live. Thank you so very much, everybody, for doing that. Josh, wonderful world of nature and weather, with a channel member chat saying hello, everyone. I even got a glimpse of the aurora last night, far south as Mansfield. Goodness gracious. That's epic, Josh. That is epic. Well done, my friend. Congratulations. Peter Cornwell, do you think cold springs are becoming more common? And why do you think that is? I don't know. I mean, we had a cold spring 2021. Of course, we had our coldest April since 1986, wasn't it? And the coldest May since 1990. But then last spring was very mild. And spring 2020 was very mild as well. So I don't know. It swings and roundabouts, really. James Young saying the ECM mean very good as well. The ECM really going for things like much more so than the GFS and the GEFS, I think. P Millie, UK Met and ECM looking good. They are looking good for card. GFS and GFS, let's say. Right, let's carry on with Ensembles. Watch right, Ensemble member number 16. Again, takes that high pressure out to our west, drops in a northerly. Across Northern Europe anyway, we're on the periphery of it really, Ensemble member number 16, but probably enough to be quite cold through much of next week. Then low pressure brings moderate, wet and windy weather back in off the Atlantic as we head up towards the middle part of the month. Ensemble member number 17 with high pressure around Greenland and Iceland on Sunday, that allows cold northerly, northeasterly winds to set in. So cold and wintry on Ensemble member 17 pretty early to middle part of next week. Atlantic trying to get in, but struggling. Brings moderate air into the south, but the north probably say quite chilly there. Ensemble member number 18, again taking that high pressure out to our west, allowing cold air to dig in from the north. Battleground UK scenario there by middle next week. That could bring some snow on the northern and eastern side of that area of low pressure where the battle lines get drawn, of course, remains to be seen. Then the low pressure gets out of the way. We maintain high pressure over to the east coast. That keeps things pretty cold all the way up to the middle part of March. Ensemble member number 19. Again, we've got to cold air digging in from the north here. Through the early part of next week, especially it's northern half of the UK. Then we go into a minor scenario, or we try to anyway. That's how we end up under an area of low pressure with high pressure to our west and north and also east. Ensemble member number 20 looks like this. Very cold across much of northern Europe, by the way. Daft, and TBOS, very cold for you next week. Ensemble member 20, just sort of generally unsettled and not that cold, but does bring in some northerly winds later on. Ensemble member number 21 shows high pressure easing and weakening through the weekend, allowing mild, wet and windy weather coming from off the Atlantic Ocean. Rather stormy there, maybe. Ensemble member number 22 looks like that. And again, we're going to find that on the periphery of cold, which just keeps high pressure around the country. So, ensemble member number 22 gets high pressure pests going. Really, which given the way things have gone over the past few weeks, you wouldn't necessarily discount that in the end, would you? But we just keep high pressure in situ for another week, just 10 days. Ensemble member number 23 has high pressure sitting out to our northwest, allowing something colder digging from the northeast for a while for the early part of next week. Then we go into a proper northerly, northeasterly there through the second week of March before milder winds come in from off the Atlantic. Ensemble member number 24 looks like that. So again, that's just introducing milder, wet and windy weather from off the Atlantic Ocean, really, until high pressure gets back in as we get to the middle part of March. Ensemble member number 25. With cold air digging in to the north, then low pressure in from off the Atlantic. So, these are very messy charts, aren't they? Very messy. Most of them are producing some cold weather, but not more than a day or two of it, really. Ensemble member number 26. With northeasterly winds for the early part of next week. That was very cold wintry through the early to middle part of next week. Keeps it cold into the second half of next week. Low pressure tries to get in from off the Atlantic, but doesn't have all that much conviction about it. Ensemble member number 27. What's that one going to do? Let's have a look. So cold in the north, milder in the south. That's a battleground UK type scenario that could bring heavy rain and heavy snow to many parts of the country through the early to middle part of next week, leaving us as that low clears away with like a cold northerly wind and whatnot. I'm so sorry. And then low pressure turns us into milder, wet and windy conditions to the middle part of March. Ensemble member number 28 again has wind in from the north and from the northeast in the early part of next week. I think it's cold throughout most of next week, actually. Ensemble member number 28, mild around Benchy breaking through as we run up towards the middle part of March. Ensemble member number 29. Let's have a look at this one. Shows, again, cold air, particularly into the north through early part of next week. Milder air down south, bit of a battleground UK scenario. And then we go into back into anticyclonic weather, notice high pressure, like over Scandinavia. And finally, ensemble member number 30, once more, with high pressure pulling out to our northwest through the early part of next week, allowing cold air to dig in from the north and from the northeast. That one's turning very cold winds. That's like in line with the ECM 12Z actually. So yeah, that's really cold throughout most of next week and wintry too. And even beyond that, we've got high pressure building over Scandinavia within that cold air, blocking off the Atlantic. So ensemble member number 30, what a way to end. Keeps things cold pretty much from the weekend right way up to the middle part of March. Let's just have a look at the ensemble graph, shall we? See how that's looking. So, again, this is for Llandudno. Starting off below average of the upper air temperature at the moment. Red line, 30 upper air temperature average for Llandudno, of course. Going a little bit milder at the end of the week into the weekend, then colder through the early part of next week. A lot of the ensemble members are bringing in that cold northerly early next week. Whether that lasts a day or two or extends out remains to be seen. Into the second week of March, most of the ensemble members are turning things milder or less cold. Some of them are keeping things cold down here. That is a very, very long way off. Let's have a look at the ECM ensembles, shall we? Why not do it? Right, so that's how the ECM ensembles are looking. So, starting off again, a little bit below par at the moment, going a bit milder at the end of the week, colder through much of next week, actually. You can see that the ECM much stronger, with like cold weather through next week. Eventually, as we get up towards day 10 to 14, I should say, starting to turn less cold or milder, with a lot of those ensemble members. But certainly that's like a good 5, 6, 7 days of cold weather that the ECM ensembles are seeing there through next week. Also turning much more unsettled, you'll notice, around the middle part of March after a very dry beginning. Right, what do you think about that, everybody? Good, isn't it? Good, isn't it? And James Jones, ensemble member number 30 is Fire. Wow. It was, wasn't it? Ben NT. Good evening, Ben. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the amazing Ben NT. Goodness gracious me. Gracious me. Okay, we're at the end of live stream now, everyone. Thank you so much for an incredible live stream. Benedict, North Wales, only part of the UK is, isn't it? Right, let's turn off the display capture then. But actually, I didn't show any long range, did I? It is a Monday live stream, so I think I better show some long range. SP! Let's just very quickly show the CFS V2. Right. Because this is a Monday live stream. So you got to do that. Now, this is how March is looking. CFS V2, high pressure within the high latitudes, bringing the wind from a colder east to northeast direction. Looks like CFS could be going for quite a cold March. There, April looks like that. High pressure centred more just to the west of the country. Main driver April should be a bit milder with winds coming in from off the Atlantic. May is looking like this. We've got a trough just to our west and south. There's a ridge to our south and also to our north and northeast. That could be more unsettled in May, but might be quite volatile. Probably warm and wet. Maybe, dare I say it, thundery. Convection, perhaps, in May. June looks like that. High pressure over Scandinavia. And a bit of a trough in the Atlantic. I am screen capturing, aren't I? Yes, I am. And July looks like that. So again, we've got high pressure. Anticyclonic high pressure dominated in July. Winds in from the east. That could be a very warm and dry July. And then finally August looks like that. Probably like ridging in the Atlantic up towards Greenland. This white area probably fills up with a trough, so much more unsettled in August. There we go. I got some long range in for you. As is a Monday live stream. Of course, when you get into like April April, May time, the focus of the Monday live stream will shift back into like a long range type thing, and looking at the trails, then we'll stop doing Ensembles Watch. Right, that is in there. That is it, then, everybody. Thank you so much for an incredible live stream. SB's internet is wonky today. Sorry to hear that, SB. Sorry to hear that, my friend. I hope your internet connectivity gets sorted out soon. Be me, hey Gab, these ensembles are so good. They have to do Friday night live stream, even from the dentist chair. I'll let everybody know on Friday how much pain I'm in. Hopefully, hopefully I won't be in too much pain. I'll be able to do it. Right, again. Okay, whether you know when there is live here every time. I don't know what you're talking about, whether you, I'm sorry. Trevor Fuller, how to you, Trevor? I'm late. We're wrapping this up now, actually, Trevor. But thank you so much for dropping by. Anyway, right, better to make sure to our moderators, to Paul James, SB, moderator, I'll be absolutely loaded. Make sure to our moderators. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. To Darren Lewis, thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. To Trevor Hall as well. Thank you so much to Darren. And thank you so much to Trevor for your kindness and generosity for super chatting on this live stream. Andy, hi, thank you, Andy. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, just so coming up tomorrow, we're going to be looking at, we're going to be doing the 6 a.m. Upload. We're going to have the EC 30-day broadcast, and there will be a 10 to 14 day as well. And that will be absolutely fantastic. So keep checking back to the channel for all of the videos. We'll be live streaming again on Wednesday. Wednesday's live stream will be at 6 p.m. And for that one, we will live stream our 10 to 14 day. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday night. And for this video, or this live stream, will be a video in a moment. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night, and bye for now.